YouTube. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Star vs. Evil again. This is Season 2, Episode 4, and these episodes were better. I'll give them that. So, yeah, what happens in these episodes? Well, for the first one, Star becomes a fugitive. Yeah, or at least she thinks she does. So what's she doing? Well, she goes on a sugar high for putting sugar on her tacos. Who does that? I'm sorry, just like, who does that? Or at least to an excessive amount like she did. Like, what? Who would do that? Okay, but anyway, apparently her. So, yeah, now she's on a sugar high. So what horrible crime will she commit to get her on the run? Make fireworks. The horror. So yeah, now Star has made fireworks. And apparently her fireworks are physical, even though fireworks are just light. Explain how that one works. And she accidentally destroys a sign. Yeah, that's actually a pretty bad crime there. And then she also destroys a police car. Yeah, so she might get arrested. But instead of getting arrested, Marco sneaks her out to the alley to explain to her the gravity of the situation. And then once she hears the explanation of what jail is, then her reaction is run away immediately so then you can resist arrest, and then, yeah, then you could get a worse crime. So yeah, she is now committed vandalism, which if she was on the grid, that would be the worst crime ever. Yeah, I needed to tie this back to Tron Uprising in some way. And she's also now resisted arrest. So, yeah. She's now committed 2 crimes in 1 day. That's a new record. Or at least for her it is, I guess. So, yeah, where she got run to? She just sort of finds a river. Just says, well, this is my new place to hide out. So she decides that she needs to make a shelter. Okay, so she has a wand, she can do that pretty easily, but then the shelter's too big, so she immediately goes into doing it the Earth way by just making a little hut out of sticks and stuff. Why? Really? What was the point of that? Did you need to make it out of sticks? Oh yeah, and also after that, then she resorts to a bush. Don't know why. Again, she could just use magic here. Like she did already. The only problem with that shelter was that it was too big. You could, I don't know, make it smaller maybe? Oh wait, no. That would destroy your totally already subtle hiding there, because you've already shown where you are by already doing the magic to make the shelter, so what's the point in not doing it again if you actually need a good shelter? But anyway, I guess that she would just prefer to try and freeze herself overnight, so yeah, I guess that's the more reliable option. And then she wakes up the next morning with another very creepy person on this show. Seriously, this is the second person. First it was that extremely weird lady at the end, at the fetch episode. Yeah, really, what was with her? She was freaking creepy. And now it's weird I collect hair lady. Like, who are these people? Why does Star keep on meeting them? I want to know, who are they? Why do they keep on showing up here? Like, what's the point of them? Are they incredibly important and I just haven't noticed? Alright. But anyway, yeah, she meets up with this creepy lady who has a fascination with hair for some reason. And Star just met this completely random stranger in the middle of a place that she's not familiar with, and this lady's offering her a place to come into, which is her own home, and pancakes. I feel like there's a don't talk to strangers PSA in this episode. Or at least there should have been. But anyway, lucky for Star, this lady's not some serial killer, and she actually does just give her pancakes. Whoop-de-doo. But then Star starts to realize this lady's horrible hair obsession. And apparently this lady just collects hair from, like, trash and stuff. I still don't see why. What's the point of that? Really, why collect hair from trash? Why do you need hair? Like she says, okay, yeah, I use it to make a little nest for all these animals. Amazingly, animals can survive on their own. They don't need help from weird hair lady. Also, why was there a guy out there in that nest? Seriously, who was that guy? There was a guy out there just sitting in one of those nests, too. I'm just confused. Who was that guy? What's his story, too? Give a story to all three of these people. That weird lady in the episode Fetch. This weird lady with a hair obsession. So yeah, we got weird dog lady, we got weird hair lady, and now we got weird nest guy. I don't know, who is that guy? Can someone explain who these weird people are and why they keep on coming in? Really, who are they? But anyway, yeah, they're existent, so now Star is obviously creeped out by this lady, so first she finishes up her pancakes, and then she gets out of there. So, what's this lady gonna do? Oh, she's gonna call the police with her can. Okay, cool. So, now Star bumps into a guy walking a dog. And, yeah, she mistakes him for a police officer. So she dives into the water and forms a bubble around her so she'll be safe. Even though she's already been underwater for a little bit, and she forms this bubble under the water, so yeah. Unless this thing just let go of all the water and fill itself up with oxygen, you're not gonna be okay there. Unless if on Muni you don't need oxygen and you just didn't want your clothes to get messed up or something, I don't know. So, yeah, Star was suffocated, but I guess she didn't. Lucky for her. So, yeah, then she enters some weird dream. Or maybe it's her dealing with death. I don't know. Maybe she's going to the afterlife. Who knows? I seriously don't think that there was any oxygen in that bubble. But anyway, Star now meets John DiMatteo as a dragon. A pink dragon who's singing and apparently wants to bring up murder. Another creepy person on this show. Although this one actually has a voice that I recognize, John DiMatteo. If you don't know who he is, well, then you might know some of his roles, as he's played quite a few people. He's played Bender the robot on Futurama. Probably one of his greatest roles. Jake the dog on Adventure Time. So, yeah. I think he also played the Joker recently in the animated films. Like, I think that he's the new voice for him. And so, yeah, pretty cool. So, of course, when Disney gets a hold of him, what do they decide to give him a role as? A pink dragon in some weird dream. Seems like the obvious conclusion. And apparently, yeah, okay, he did get one funny line where he brings up that, yeah, no, this is all your guilty feelings that manifested in the form of a dream. Just get up and get out. So, yeah, That's what Star does. She gets up and the police find her, as apparently she's been missing, even though Marco could just followed her, seeing where she went. Don't know why he didn't. Guess he really just wanted to stand there when Star ran away. And then Star just needs to wash a police car. But don't worry, she's been let off of all terms after destroying a sign. Yeah, that must have been real expensive too. It had lights and everything. So yeah, she has destroyed a pretty expensive sign, but it's okay. Because the car that she destroyed was going to be destroyed anyway for something that I much would have rather watched than what Star was going through. Apparently a police car demolition derby. Why wasn't that the focus? Seriously, I would have loved that. Crash pit with a police car would have been awesome. And yet, alas, we don't get to see that. But we do get to see Star wash a car, then immediately give up and use magic, and then flood the whole entire street. So yeah, now she's a threat to everyone's safety. Arrest her. Seriously, she's destroyed quite a few lives here. Like, remember her teacher? Yeah, she's still a troll. I don't know if anyone's cool with that yet, but yeah, she's still a troll. She kind of messed up her life. So, yeah. Seriously, arrest Star. So, for this one, it was okay. I at least like the fact that I was able to recognize John DiMatrio's voice. And his voice was really hidden in this episode. Like, in this appearance of him, his voice was kind of well hidden, and it took me a while to actually hear it. But sometimes during his song, his voice, like his Bender and Jake voice, would kind of slip out, and yeah, I had to check the end credits to make sure it was him, but it was, so I'm so glad I got that correct. And yeah, it's cool to see John DiMatrio and something. I think that he's a pretty cool voice actor, so yeah, it was cool to see him. Even if his role was very, very strange as a singing pink dream murderous dragon. Although I guess technically he was a lung dragon. I should add that to the specific counts. Okay, so he's a pink singing lung dragon inside of a dream, and he's also slightly homicidal. Completely normal role here. So, yeah. Outside of that, there wasn't really that much memorable things in this. There were some funny jokes in this one, I will give it that. So, yeah, it's at least better than the previous episodes, as there were some things that are memorable in this one. And, yeah, I also do like some of the stuff here. And some of the ideas are kind of fun. But, like, seeing Star try to escape the police would have been interesting. I kind of wish that she actually did a more serious crime, so then we could see this in a little bit more depth or something. Maybe see her deal with the consequences, but no, instead she just has to wash a car. So, yeah. Real horrible there. And there's some other weird people in this episode. Yeah, really. Do I need a weird people on Star vs. Evil counter? Like, because now it's up to 4. I'm including the John DiMatrio dragon. So yeah, now my weird people counter is up to 4. Weird dog lady, weird hair lady, weird nest guy, hair nest guy, and weird John DiMatrio dragon. So yeah, 4 people now have been included on this weird people on Star vs. Evil counter. Yep, I'm really gonna keep this as a counter. And so yeah, for this one, it wasn't that great. I mean, okay, it's fine, and I will actually say the animation here is pretty cool. But, yeah, I think it would have been cool. I think it would have been better if she was actually being chased by the police, and if she had actually committed a more serious crime. And that could have actually carried on and give a bit more character development to her, but it didn't happen, and I was kind of disappointed by that. So after this one, we have Wand to Wand, where Star must now face the hardest task of her life: taking out the trash. Truly a difficult task. So many people have perished in this incredibly hard task. I don't know if she'll make it. Oh wait, no, she'll just make a cloud do it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, Star was making a little ship in a bottle. Probably the easiest way ever, by shrinking it. Wish I could do that. And then Marco just says, hey, you gotta take out the trash. So she does that, but instead she just makes a cloud do it. But her cloud appears to be high or something. I don't know. It really does seem high or drunk here. Seriously, what was with this cloud? But anyway, apparently her wand is malfunctioning, so because she's noticing this because, well, her cloud thing with a very, very strange sounding voice. Are we sure that nothing was wrong with this thing beforehand? Anyway, this cloud is acting weird, so Star goes to talk to Glossaric about why it's acting weird, since it was created out of her wand, and now she's having some concerns about it. But Glossaric has apparently received a critical injury, as right now there's glittery pink blood coming out of his head. Yeah. Apparently he was trying to cast a spell on himself. I don't know what he was casting, but he was doing something. And now he's bleeding, and apparently he thinks that an ice pack's gonna help. I don't know. Dude, you have a serious head injury there. You might need to go see a little wizard guy inside of a book hospital, but those are even a thing. But yeah, apparently pink and glittery blood is apparently what makes it fine. If it was dark red, then oh man, this show would be too adult. Seriously, what? I mean, really, why was that pink and glittery? Like, okay, I got it, he's a magical being and stuff, but seriously? I feel like they just did that to get away from the censorship, and while I can understand that, yeah, it does feel kind of cheap there. It's like, really, his blood is pink and glittery. Why? Really don't get it. But anyway, Star just closes the book on him because Glostaric's welfare ain't her concern. So now Star needs to go take care of this cloud that's messing up her house. And yeah, she does that by just using the wand. But that makes the cloud even more angry for some reason. Yeah, again, supporting my theory that it's either drunk or high. And the cloud goes and turns into a tornado, or like a black hole. I don't know, one of the two. And Star can't stop it. And Marco starts getting sucked in. Oh no, what will she do? Oh wait, no, she'll just use the power of friendship to save him. Okay, so yeah, Star uses the power of friendship. I don't know. Care Bears episode now, I guess. Yeah, we've now entered Care Bears territory. Woo. And she defeats her fluffy enemy. So yeah, she doesn't get rid of the cloud immediately after this because it just tried to destroy her house and succeeded in that. But no, she just keeps them there. Because why wouldn't you want a thing that could threaten to kill you if you just get angry again? And why wouldn't you want that around? So, yeah. Then they gotta clean up the house. And apparently, Marco's family is cool with this for some reason. Seriously, I think that they're a little bit too forgiving here. Like, really. They're extremely forgiving. Do they even discipline anyone in this house? But anyway, yeah, now they gotta clean it up, and Star uses the bottom side of the broom. Which only got me thinking about Peridot on Steven Universe. So, yeah, that's pretty much where Star's story ended off on this one, and her story was really, really kind of boring. Like, seriously, it's just some drunk cloud flying around and getting angry. That's pretty much it in her side. But then there's also Ludo's side, which is by far the best part of this episode. So what's going on in Ludo's side? Well, Ludo is still in control of her bird and spider, and with that bird and spider, she's gotta go to the... he's gotta go... Sorry, it still sounds like a girl to me. Really, did they get a female actress? Is this like an Ash Ketchum thing where they had a female actress play a guy? Because, really, I've heard this before, it's just... I don't know, it just doesn't sound right with this one. At least with Ash Ketchum, it sounded like a guy. Sorta. So you could at least say, okay, yeah, that's why they did it. They just thought it would work for the character. But here, while the voice does match and it does fit the character, it sounds like a girl. Am I the only one who hears this? But anyway, Ludo decides to go to the most terrible bar he's ever encountered. The Possum Bar. What? Yeah, there's a bar for opossums. I don't know why, there just is. You shouldn't question it, I guess. Like, it's a bar for possums. What's the question there? Aside from everything. So, yeah. Bar for possums. Nothing weird here. So, yeah, Ludo comes in ordering some porridge, but apparently this request is too demanding for this possum bar, and they instead give him mud. This, of course, angers Ludo, so what does he do? He gets out his newly found wand, that's just a human's hand, skeleton, and a rock with a little piece of Star's wand on it, and he threatens him. So what horrible magic will Ludo now do? Oh wait, no, nothing happens, okay. So then Ludo makes the bold idea to retreat. So, yeah, they retreat, and now Ludo's gotta think up a way to get his wand to work so he can get his revenge on the Possum Bar. Seriously, why is that a thing? Okay, but yeah, Possum Bar, still don't get it, but whatever. And now Ludo apparently finds that his wand is activated by anger as he beats up his little animal friends who were, for some odd reason, really loyal to him. Until he beats them up, then they're cool with him. Until he beats them up, and yeah, when they get beat up, then they're angry. But then once Ludo beats them up again, that makes everything okay. I don't know. So, yeah. At least the spider and bird versus Ludo fight was kind of well animated. Really, that was actually a very quickly animated scene, and I do like how it was done. And then Ludo goes back to the Possum Bar after finding out that his wand is activated by anger. He tells the bird and the spider to stay behind. So they do, until they don't. But, yeah, they stay in for a little bit. And Ludo goes back into the Possum Bar, actually asking for the mud. I guess that's really intimidating, and he actually eats it. Why? Okay, but yeah, he eats it for some reason. Like, yeah, reasons unknown why he eats it. He just wanted to, I guess. Guess that was a real big intimidating thing to do there. And this apparently shocks all the possums. So I guess I was the idiot. For not seeing how eating mud can increase your stature. So, yeah. Then Ludo just gets into a bar fight with everybody in the bar. Yeah, all the possums team up on him. And once they've gotten him angry enough and almost beating him to a pulp, then the birds come in, the bird and the spider come in, but Ludo tells them to run once the wand starts glowing, and right as he's in that pile is when it gets awesome. Right after he says run, you can tell he means business, and he starts attacking all the possums. They might be dead right now. I don't know. But dear God, might have just massacred tons of innocent possums at a possum bar. I still don't get why that's a thing, possum bar. But yeah, he might have just murdered hundreds of innocent possums. Whatever will we do? Without those precious little possums in the world. Okay, yeah, that's... I don't know why. Possums. I don't know why possums. Just weird. But, yeah. Now Ludo decides, well, go get me some real porridge guy who's in charge of the possum bar. Stupid possum bar. Why is that a thing? I still don't get it. But anyway, he tries to make the guy, the little possum who's in charge of the possum bar. I don't know. Was that really supposed to be funny? I mean, like, okay, yeah, it's funny to say out loud, a possum bar, but that's just because the idea is so ridiculous. Why was that a thing? But anyway, yeah, now Ludo demands porridge instead of actually, getting some real clothes or something, instead of wearing a potato bag. But I guess that would just be too much of a question to ask for. So, yeah, now the possum with one eye. Yeah, really, what's the story on that? Like, this possum only has one eye for some reason. The other one's fake, and it's red. Like, does he have a red marble stuck in his eye or something? What's the story on that guy? But anyway, now Ludo really does apparently mean business, and yeah, he's actually kind of intimidating here. I never thought I would say that about Ludo, but Ludo's kind of intimidating in this moment, and I gotta say, this was by far the best part of the episode. Everything with Ludo is actually really, really cool to see, and he even controls the wand better than Star is. Are we sure that he wasn't supposed to be the future king of Muni or something? But got dethroned or something? I don't know. Something. Oh yeah, and he also doesn't ask for a razor for his giant beard that he has now. I don't know why he doesn't ask for that, but he just doesn't. But yeah, everything with Ludo in this episode is definitely awesome, and I really do love the conclusion to it. Every single bit of it was really awesome when it leads up to that awesome conclusion, and I gotta say, that's actually what makes this episode probably the best out of Season 2. Not the best out of the whole series, that one to me still goes to Monster Arm, but it definitely did make this episode a whole lot better. So, yeah, this is probably the best episode out of Season 2 so far. So, yeah, I'm actually kind of interested in seeing where this is going to go with Ludo now having his own piece of the wand and stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Ludo's the best part. If you want to watch anything in this episode, just watch Ludo. That is all. Bye.